This is the area where we plan to put the cage, and it's where I had a previous cage many years ago. This is what we started with: lots of 2x2, lots of shiplap, treat myself to a new motor saw, painted the fence. I'd never done anything like this before, so the first thing we did was build a frame front and back, including the door. Second day was me and my daughter put the frame together and all the middle sections. Harder than it looked, especially with an 11-year-old, but you can start to see it starts to frame out quite well. Day 3, this is where the shiplap got added, really starting to come together now. I had a cheeky few hours, so I thought I'd start with these doors. Never done a door before, but likewise never done anything like this before either. So we plan to have 2 levels. The doors do fully open and stay open as well, which is what we need, which is brilliant for ferrets. One of the big stresses on this project has been the weather, because we've had no rain. So I did leave a gap between the shiplap, and since it has expanded quite a lot, but not separated. The next day was popping the doors on. A lot harder than it looked to get these doors straight. Just very difficult. I cheated. I built a big one and cut it in half and sanded it down. This one kept sticking. Silly me, the middle pole 2x2 was bent. Didn't look bent when I put it in, but lesson learned. I have spent a fair few hours trying to sort this door out and do many different things to make it ferret proof. The roof went on. We did use some special plywood that had been treated. The green you see is a special treatment you can put on to treat the edges. It goes very rubbery and it seals it, so pretty useful. We will get the felt on later. You can see I also started to experiment with trim as well and what I wanted. I'm still not totally happy with it. This I love. I love my roof. I think it's so nice. I've got smart fancy gutters. It's also raised off the ground by 1 centimetre by these little rubber mats. Hopefully keep the wood nice and dry. And I decided to make some fancy shiplap overlap on the doors. I've got a feeling it's probably going to need doing again next year, but that was a lot harder than it looked to make sure it was lying all flat. But I'm sorry, but that's just beautiful. I think that absolutely is stunning on that roof. I did on the roof and treat all of those little shiplap bulbs on the top with bitumen. You can just see they're all painted black. So if it does rain, if the water does sit there, it's not touching that wood. As you can see, just under there, that is wood. Fingers crossed we should be all right. I did this because the door wouldn't sit properly. So I don't know, it's not rained yet in 3 weeks, so I think we just need to wait and see what happens when it rains. A little bit stiff, so I have sanded that down since. I have got a feeling it's going to need another sand. I also had to ferret proof. You can see I put another 2x2 down the bottom, and then put another piece of shiplap over just so they can't dart out really quickly. That was the plan, and the door does sit really nice and flush and they can't push it. So that was the main reason behind that. The outside cage was the first part to get its levels. I used the plywood again and treated it all, and I did make sure that I did treat it with some shed treatment. It dries clear. That should last 5 years. We'll redo it and retreat it again in 2. Started to get the tubes up, a lot harder than it looked. Decided to use some webbing and some penny washers to help keep it in. Will be another tube going there, but I think that's going to be the last screw to go in. But really pleased with this. Didn't make use of the space in my last cage, but did this time. That one was a bit difficult, not level. Still stressing on what it's going to look like when it rains. You can't really see many struts, especially on the bottom one, but I did buy some brackets, and it was a very late night. I managed to get all the edging on, the inside done, and some fancy flooring as well. That's just some, I'd like to say cheap. It's not cheap. It was some expensive lino I got in the sale. some more beds, got the sewing machine out as well. These are the ladders. I had forward facing ladders last time, but not this time. And you can see the pocket hammock that I've done. Really not sure if that one's going to work or not, might need to tweak. And this one's our honeycomb hammock. Really pleased with this because they can actually get in from the bottom. The edging's on there as well. This was a bit difficult. Still unsure what I'm going to do here. I did have to take it out. And there is a little peg holding it at the moment. So when we need to shut the door, we're cleaning. This I've got a feeling is a bit too low. I really don't know what I'm going to do, but I think, again, it's trial and out. I'm just going to have to see. That one I feel's fine, and from the bottom level, you can actually get in to the bottom hammock, so I'm really pleased with that one as well. It's just the pocket hammock that I'm unsure of. But look at that edging. Nice and fancy. I was really pleased with how that turned out. It was 4 centimetres, but really starting to come together now. Really pleased with it. And this is it. This is our last video that I did tease you with at the beginning. And this is the nest box. A little bit of a pain. I'd never done hinges before. Probably should have started this before I did anything else. At the moment, there is a piece of 2x2 holding it together. And you've got 2 pillowcases sewn together so they can sneak in. Another pillow can be added on the top for colder weather. Do need to have a look at right angle clips. I do like these concealed stairs, and I just hope they go quite well and they can fit. I've got a feeling they can, but they are literally just there with tension at the moment. Do need to get some screws in there, but not sure if I need it. The flooring, oh my days, 3mm rubber, all held down with roof felt tacks. Took a lot of hammering. Looks really good though. Seals it all in. Not sure how it's going to feel when it rains. We need rain. I need rain to figure out what's going to happen. And the inside again, floors down, covers all the gaps. Just so happy with it. I really hope Taco loves this. I think we might put another level in or a tube at some point there. I feel there's space that needs to be used. And there you go again, the door closes. There is a latch to keep the doors closed as well, because sometimes if you do get some big ones, they can force it. Some little ladders. Just a really nice platform. And this was the last one to go in. Hammock's massive. I'm really hoping we can get at least 3 in here. And the tubes are all gifted. It was just by chance that I found a place that did extraction, and they had a few metre offcuts. Yeah, there's the door. Again, there's no drain holes in here. I really need to figure out where to pop these holes. Like, it does drain from left to right, which is where the drain pipe is at the back, and my daughter did that. It's so cute. And this is it from the side. See the gutters, the roof. I learned everything from YouTube videos, Google, and I'm so chuffed with it. I really am so proud of myself for having this as my first project. 50 hours, learned a lot, bodged quite a bit, but I'm quite happy with some of the bodges. Just gotta hope he loves it, but yeah, so happy. Well done me.